Woo! Wombat. Wombat. That's the remix.
I'm getting a headache, bro.
What kind of noise does the wombat make? Wombat. Wombat, 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 wombat. I hang out with a wombat. Nigga like wanna combat. You don't play with wombat. Xbox PS4. Nigga like wanna combat. Hadouken. No man.
What's up in the web? It's me, Andy, aka Android, and welcome to episode number 12 of the Spooncast, where 3 or more of your fellow spoons come together to discuss any topics ranging from games, movies, and anything nerd culture. Joining me today, to my extreme left over here, D. Wayne. The D stands for disclaimer. How do you do, sir?
Doing good.
Perfect.
And to his left, a newcomer, Chase, aka Choopy. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right.
All right, that's good to hear.
You look mighty succulent.
That's what she said.
And to your left, of course, none other than the Puerto Rican Badger himself. How you doing?
I don't give a shit.
He does not. And for the first time on this podcast, 2 Puerto Ricans on the same podcast. The Puerto Rican,
They're not
the
ready
Puerto
for
Rican
it.
Wombat.
AKA.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys doing?
Doing fantastic. And of course, as always, All Day J,
All day.
the party people. All right. Well, since we've been doing ever since Game of Thrones has come back, top of the hour is Game of Thrones hour.
Top of the hour.
You should
Well, we leave Dwayne with that one. You know, you already know. Or
I mean, I still got my disclaimer rolling down right now.
Damn, disclaimer, so I'll take over.
Yeah, I'll pitch in when I'm.
So, what did you guys think of the episode? How did you feel about it?
I loved it. First of all, I loved it, but I do think it's been rushed a little bit.
Yeah, I feel the same way. We spoke about that earlier. My dear disclaimer over here. How do you feel? You want GOT?
Yeah.
How do you feel about GOT? A newcomer Chase.
I'm
Tell
a
us
little-
all about it.
I'm a little upset that
To the mic.
I'm a little upset the White Walkers have blue eyes.
You know what? Me too. I really wanted them to have black eyes, but we can't get what we asked for. You know what I'm saying?
I'm talking about the dragon, dude.
Oh,
It's a
I
Yu-Gi-Oh
thought.
reference.
I don't know.
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference.
So from what I hear from everyone,
I thought
apparently
you were
it's the best episode thus far.
Wait. Okay, so disclaimer off.
All right.
So
He's not claiming of this.
prior to this episode, I said this. Prior to this episode, and from the preview of this one, I suggested that this has potential to be to top episode 4. Because right now, for me, episode 4 is number 1. Anything or any episode when the White Walkers are center stage, they always steal the season. Not just the episode, but the season itself. This episode was, it was good. Did it top episode 4? I won't say. But the one moment in this episode that might have topped, the only thing that in this episode that really got me was when the White Walker killed the dragon, which I'm assuming is Rhaegal. And we fans theorize that a dragon will be dying this season, or perhaps next season, but we weren't exactly sure when. Now, to see it actually happen was, to me, it didn't come as a surprise anymore. Because again, we all anticipated this. I just think, like, with the White Walkers, we knew that they were a threat. As fans, we knew that we were a threat. And the characters in the realm of Game of Thrones, a lot of people don't believe them. Daenerys became a believer after facing them, obviously, in this episode. Now, yes, they're dead and whatever, but the extent of what they could do, the fact that they killed a dragon with one spear, was like, that to me was the exclamation point or the stamping mark. Like, these niggas are to be taken seriously regardless. They took out a dragon with one, and with no weapons. Not with one, but like with his bare hand, just threw it.
But you gotta understand, it's not just like he used to do a spear. It wasn't a spear. It's a magical spear. You know what I'm saying?
So is this the first time they show how powerful they are?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, no, this
I
is the
would say
second time
no, the White
because
King
the
maybe.
one when the episode I think it was episode 8 of last season is 8 or 9.
No, eight.
When 8, right?
Mhm.
It was called Hard Home. When they were at a place called Hard Home, it's like a port, and he just sat there, and then like they had a big battle. Them guys like attacked them, started murking everybody. That's when Jon Snow first noticed that he could kill the walkers with his sword. You know what I'm saying? Because it's Valyrian steel. He didn't know all that. So they get away, and the Night King and Jon Snow just have like that stare down, and that dude does like the most epic thug life fucking move. He's just like, he raises his arm, and you see
Everyone
all
that
the
died.
dead people just
Everyone
get up.
that died
Yeah.
came
That
back.
shit was like hardcore, and at that moment, that's when I felt they're gonna have a dance-off battle, but it went completely left.
I like to put
I
on
like
record
Guardians
that,
of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like to put on record that episode you just spoke of, in my opinion, has been the best episode.
yeah, that's my favorite
the
episode.
entire series.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
Episode 4 this season came close, but it's kind of like how we had that Civil War Winter Soldier debate.
Yeah,
But
right there.
but that
Winter Soldier's
episode,
better.
yeah, but that episode for me was by far the best.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I like.
So I got a
episode
question.
4 this year, though.
You're saying that the White Walker brought all the dead people to life,
Yes.
and then they were on his side, obviously.
Yes,
Is he going to do that with the dragon?
he did.
Already
That's
did.
exactly what he's doing.
That's what we're getting at. He did
just
that.
He touched the dragon, and the dragon
eye opens his eyes.
opened
Shit.
his eyes and they're blue, thus meaning he came.
Is that how it
back.
ended?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's how it ended.
the only thing that sucks is that next week is the season finale. And
Oh, already?
Yeah, because they shortened
That's what
it.
I said.
And like, for them to leave it the way they're like, I can assume they're gonna leave it at a huge cliffhanger.
No, yeah, they are. But
Yeah.
the thing that they just announced right now, and is
We
earlier
watch
when
it,
I was
yeah.
watching with Jay, that we will not have to wait as long for season 8. The season 8,
God.
they're gonna like bring it up, before.
So it's coming out
Before
early
2019.
next year.
Uh-huh.
All right, that's good. So it's gonna be like so between this season, ending of this season and the next season is gonna be not as long as the previous,
Now they said
But like
it
going-
should be out by the summer.
By the summer, next summer.
So it's still about a year, regardless.
Yeah.
At least we don't have to
Wow.
wait till 2019 like they were forecasting
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's good then.
at first.
Is it still gonna be reduced episode like this season?
I think so. I think they're gonna reduce it to 2-2-hour movies. That's rumors I've heard, but I wish they didn't do that because what
Yeah.
the fuck?
Two
I'm-
2-hour movies?
You heard that?
Well, episodes is what he
episodes. I mean,
Oh, okay. Well, still.
We know what you meant.
yeah.
Also, like, I don't wanna.
But then again, that's just rumors. But the scary part is that I've heard that like
Not a lot of people.
places.
Also, I like to acknowledge that even though like it was heavily centered on the White Walker this episode, I don't want to exclude the fact that how Sansa and Arya had like a huge
Yeah.
breakthrough like within the
Yeah.
tension.
Yeah.
So like that's really, for me, I find really interesting.
Yeah,
I feel like that part was just pushed. Cause I don't give a fuck who you are. If you and your sibling, no matter what type of relationship you hadn't seen each other in a long time, and everybody else in your family died, and you guys meet,
Reconnect.
reunite, you're not gonna. I don't give a fuck who you are. You gotta be a real piece of shit to still be beefing with your sibling or have feel some type of way or animosity about whatever happened before. If years pass, you think everybody in your family died. You know what I'm saying?
You're just happy that they're alive.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like a human type of emotion.
Nah, because people like all the time, like when they if they have an issue with someone, when something happens to them, they forget about it.
Yeah.
It's not as important
Yeah.
as you think it was. You make it out to be. You realize, oh, this shit ain't really like that. So I don't really think it's gonna be a problem like that.
Yeah. And I feel like, I don't know, who do you guys think is dying? Because they're gonna
They're definitely killing off a main character.
bump
They
it
do
up
every
a main
season.
character. And then I thought they were gonna do that this episode.
I thought the Wildling dude was gonna die. I forgot his name though.
I knew it till like right now.
Like, but at least you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, the ginger.
Yeah.
the redheaded
I
guy.
legit thought he was
I
gonna die.
thought him or Sandor Clegane was gonna die, the Hound.
Maybe they'll kill off Littlefinger.
That's what everybody's been saying. There's a lot of theories out there saying, or a lot of speculations, saying the Littlefinger's gonna get it because you know how Arya is like onto him or whatever. A lot of theories are saying that Arya knows the Littlefinger's playing, trying to play both sides or whatever. So I don't know. Let's just see what happens. A lot of people saying that Sansa is just playing stupid. Because Sansa said it in other episodes. She's like, yo, this nigga's dangerous. He's dangerous. He's manipulative.
Yeah.
So since she knows how he plays, maybe she's playing stupid.
It's kind of like a cat and mouse game in a three-way.
Yeah.
Where Arya is aware of Littlefinger. Littlefinger's aware of the two sisters. Sansa's aware of Littlefinger, and then becoming aware of Arya, like what she's capable of. So I feel like this is three-way battle in puppeteering, and who's gonna have the upper hand in battle of wits.
One thing, like this, but that's the thing. Like this whole season, I've been feeling like mixed feelings about. Like it's so good, but it's like too good because they're rushing everything, and like something. I feel like they would slow it down and make it complex, like they did the other episodes or the other seasons. So,
but everybody complained about that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because that's one of the reasons why I stopped watching it. Because I felt like it was taking forever to get to the point.
yeah.
And what I
But
think is
that's
like,
good though, because when the payoff comes out, it is so satisfactory.
Yeah.
Like I have never felt satisfaction on a show when shit happens. You know what I'm saying?
Like when Joffrey died.
Oh my god, that shit was like
I love that. Man.
that was better
Like-
than a fucking peanut butter and strippers, bro. I swear.
no, but the thing is like, as we said, we all know this season is rushed, but what makes it satisfying is that finally getting to the point where we finally want to see these things and they're finally happening.
Yeah.
And it's satisfying for us because now we don't have to wait as long. But again,
It's
like
true, but
that,
they could have seen some of this and extended it out.
Bro, they could have
Like, instead
made
of
4 more
they
seasons
could
out
have
of
made,
this
well, they
shit.
could have made
Yeah.
4 more shows. I mean, out of it, you know.
But I mean, that's what, like you said, like that's what a lot of people complain about. That's what, like, I complain about a lot of times with some Netflix shows where they push the whole 13 episode thing where it doesn't need to be 13 episodes.
Yeah, sometimes.
So, like, sometimes stretching it out too is
I agree.
annoying.
But for Game of Thrones, I don't think. I think
you know,
they need to
like
go through
the
and
pace
actually
they're going
see.
with this season, I feel like is doable, but hopefully they don't do it too much with the oncoming seasons.
Yeah,
That's
it's
they're
What's gonna happen?
I feel like they're trying to catch up to a certain point now, so then they could get back to the somewhat slower pace, but also keep it at a steady pace for
They're
next
probably just
season.
trying to get through
Nah,
it.
they're trying to get through it, through and through. Like they just wanna start knocking them out because they already started filming, or no, they're already talking about setting a date to start filming the spin-offs.
Oh, spin-offs?
And if I'm not mistaken,
Oh yeah.
there's already a spin-off at work. Yeah, they're doing like
Yeah, I read
they're
about
doing like
that.
3 spin-offs, 3 or 4 spin-offs off of this. But they're
Off
not.
of which characters?
Yeah. They revealed.
They're doing, but no,
Or
they're not
speculate.
doing no spin-offs off of no characters. That's what they specifically said. But they're gonna do other stories. You know what I'm saying? Like
Off of this,
stories.
Oh, like what's
based in
going on?
King's
Like,
universe.
okay.
Like Westeros and all that.
Yeah, like what happened with like the Mad King, that story. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like-
they're gonna do another story.
Oh, so it's gonna be like prequels.
Exactly.
And
No,
filling-
prequels
filling
and-
potholes.
and filling potholes. Exactly, like side stories, not
Mm.
nothing.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna be doing exactly what Star Wars is doing.
But they're not doing nothing connected to this because they're considering this the
We know how
main
little-
story.
we know how little
They're not
like
gonna
that.
do nothing that is directly connected off, like branching off. But they're gonna do like parallel stories that is like you said, pothole fillers. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this happened.
So
that's
like the
why
whole
this.
history with Jon Snow's
Yeah.
parents, they
Yeah.
could do that, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same thing.
but they said they were doing Robert's Rebellion, which is why,
Roger Betty.
which is how what's his name came about, Jon Snow.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do Robert's Rebellion. They said that's one thing that they said that we're gonna do, but they're probably gonna do like Aegon the Conqueror story and a couple others.
So is this
history of the White
because
Walkers too would be good.
Hmm?
The history of the White Walkers.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, that might.
and the Children of the Forest. There's
Children
this
of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
so is this because this storyline is gonna end soon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the main storyline that's gonna take you to the end. So I don't know if they're gonna. It would be amazing if they do like another like story that tells what happens after. But they're just doing like parallel stories or prequels.
All right. Good to know. Anything else?
I want Circe to die.
What?
Circe? I want her to die.
Oh,
Seriously.
I'm more
Seriously.
interested in
yeah, you wanted to go to
one.
Sears for a
Cersei's,
second.
man, she's not gonna. She's a. Like they were saying, she's a great actor.
Those guys.
She is.
Who do you think is gonna be the bigger villain at the end? The Night's King or Cersei?
Cersei.
Seriously.
I feel like the Night King has his ambition.
Wait a
but
second.
Cersei has more dialogue, so
Did you guys
it's
see?
unfair to compare.
Did you guys see the preview for next week's episode for the
Yeah,
finale?
I saw it.
I tried.
What do you think about that meeting?
Prior to that, I want to like they showed the Lannister army, and then they showed the Dothraki coming down from the hill, going through the Lannister army. So I guess that's supposed to be Khaleesi's entrance, so to
Yeah.
speak. I am curious. I want to see this meeting because they're supposed to deliver the White Walker. That's the whole point of the season, to bring in a White Walker to the public so they can show, whatever. I don't know. I feel like Cersei might play it off as a hoax or something, and then I don't know. Unless Khaleesi comes in and says like one of them has to kill her dragons, which would probably be like I think she should keep that a secret first and foremost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if she's like if they're willing to be serious about fighting the White Walkers as a unit, then I feel like there has to be like at least I'm gonna give you some vital information, then give you some level of trust. But I don't think
Cersei's smarter than all of them. Like she's more manipulative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I think like she might do a little give and take. Like she'll give, but then it all comes back to her or whatever. Now whether it backfires, I won't say I can't say
Like
for
once
sure.
they're done with the White Walkers, she's right back on. Like,
That's if they're done with the
If
White
you think
Walkers.
you're gonna outsmart her like that, I mean,
Nah.
that's gonna be.
no, she has like a backup plan for her backup plans.
Yeah.
She's very witty.
Yeah.
So she's been through all this crap already.
And she dated a guy named Woody.
Yeah.
Witty
Or
talk.
she dated a guy who had a witty. Scary.
She gave her brother a Woody.
Yeah, she did.
Unfortunately, she did.
Yeah, she did.
What did that case?
All right. One last thing. At the end of the episode, Jon Snow bent the knee.
Well,
Metaphorically.
metaphorically,
Yeah.
yes, he did.
Because he's laying down. How do you think she feels about that? And how do you think the North is going to feel when he tells them that he bent the knee?
Okay, so the whole thing with the North, right? Oh, go ahead.
I think it's gonna be kind of split down the middle. Some people are gonna be with him. Other people are gonna think that he's kind of a pussy for bending the knee.
For me, hard because they've been talking. Every time they do Sansa scenes, they always talk about the Northern's loyalty and where they lie and how there's friction and this and that. So like, can she trust the Northerners or whatever? I can't say for sure. Now, Jon Snow believes that, like they believe in him, so in turn, they could reciprocate the appreciation over this and that. But I don't know, man. Like, even he said so. They didn't, like, he doesn't know how they will take to a Southerner being alliance. Given that the history.
One last question. It's just a yes or no question.
Yes.
Do you think they'll kiss by the end of the next season?
Yes.
No, next episode. You think they'll kiss?
Oh my, next episode? No.
No.
No?
I feel like there's gonna be some action going on.
I think
It
they
depends.
have.
I mean, just like, not even like a pee-pee touch. Just like a little kiss.
A little pet.
I mean, it depends how long this episode is. The next episode is.
Do you think he might grab her pussy?
No.
You mean like Donald Trump? I'm just kidding. But, they have a White Walker, so they can't really. I think his mind is in a different place right now, seeing what happened.
Maybe
And,
he wants
and
a White
also
Walker
her
to
mind is
watch?
in a different. So.
Well, have you ever seen a White Walker outside of like the
snow?
winter
No.
type deal? That's another thing.
I'm glad you brought that up.
That's a good
They
strategy.
explained that last season or last episode. I don't know if you guys paid attention. Right
I was
now.
talking
You
like
have to
the
wait out
first.
the winner.
They did.
They were talking, and one of the guys, they had told them about that. They had told Robert and Cersei. Just after Robert died, and Cersei was kind of, you know what I'm saying, she was still queen before Joffrey got inaugurated.
Mhm.
They were going to bring her a hand that was still wiggling.
Oh
But
yeah,
once they let the cold, it stopped wiggling.
yeah, yep. I remember they said that on this year. This year they said
Was
that.
that the beginning of this episode? Or this
Last
season?
episode.
Last episode?
Yeah, they were talking about it. They tried to bring her a hand,
They
but
tried
it
to bring her
stopped
hand, but
working.
it stopped moving.
That sounds vague.
That's why they said they have to take alive on there. That's the whole reason why they went out and got the
Okay.
White Walker. But again, I think, I mean, it's gonna be different. Like they ain't gonna look at Jon Snow like that when you're bringing in White Walkers. I mean, it's just a different situation.
I have a feeling she's gonna say it's black magic or trying to downplay it or
Yeah.
something. But then again, that's
She's
just-
definitely gonna do something manipulative.
I think she's definitely gonna downplay it. I can't see Cersei believing in that shit. Even if you bring like, solid evidence.
Actual fucking like dead ass.
Yeah.
For real, I think she'll downplay it. Which will suck. It'll come back at unsatisfying feeling where you want that payoff. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. See the finale next week, guys.
next week.
There's never really a payoff with Cersei though.
All right.
All right. So the real show that everyone waits for on Sunday, after Game of Thrones.
I'm glad you said that.
I don't think there's any real show nobody waits after anything. I think it's like Game of Thrones go to sleep.
So the real show that everyone waits for, Rick and Morty, which aired also on Sunday,
Right after Game of Thrones.
right after Game of Thrones,
At 11 p.m.
11:30 p.m. to
On
be
Adult Swim.
exact, on Adult Swim.
Channel 52 of
Simulcast on
Comcast.
Adult Swim app. Lou, what did you think of it?
I thought it was okay.
It was a Jerry episode.
It was a
minute.
Jerry episode.
Can
so
you
I
watch?
felt
Can you
very-
watch Rick and Morty on regular TV?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on Cartoon Network.
Adult Swim.
You can watch, yeah.
You all never told me that.
It's on Hulu too, right?
Yeah,
on
it
Hulu
is.
too, yeah.
It's on Hulu.
Well,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
have
you
Hulu.
always said Hulu, but I'm thinking like, oh, I gotta get Hulu to watch.
oh, you
So
don't
I
have
can-
Hulu?
No, I don't have Hulu, but I mean I have Cartoon Network.
You can watch it on Cartoon Network.
And I'm sure I have demand, so I can just go back and watch
There you
it.
go.
Probably,
Alright.
yes.
Oh,
Just
you
look it
set,
up.
buddy. You set,
I
buddy.
didn't know
By
that.
tomorrow night. by tomorrow-
Wabba-labba-dum.
Speaking of that, I sent you the link where now if you Google Wubba Lubba Dub Dub, you get a little surprise there.
How do you spell wubble up a dub dub?
Right.
The same way you just said
Wubble, is it WOBL or BBL?
It's BBW.
it. Check on there.
Her BBW.
BBW.
So I had a theory that I ran by you this morning.
Okay,
Um,
cool. BBW.
I can search the web.
So there was a theory I wanted to run by you
You're gonna be like big,
Nice.
beautiful woman.
that I spoke to you about the Vindicators,
Uh-huh.
where we talked about, Rick was obviously doing like the whole Saw thing, and if they didn't get the answers right, they would die. And the last one was for him to, they had to place something that Rick really cares about, right?
Noop noop.
Which at the moment they thought it was Morty. They put Morty on it. Turns out it wasn't Morty, it was Noob Noob. But goddamn, but they didn't die.
They didn't. Goddamn.
So do you think that perhaps Rick did it just to fuck with Morty because he was jealous of the Vindicators and to get back at him?
That's a great theory, but I feel like Rick did then because I'm drunk right now. So I feel like he really genuinely thought that he wanted to kick it with him. 'Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. If I ever see Noob Noob, I want to get fucked up with him one time.
God damn.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, I feel like he legit did feel that way that Noob Noob was his nigga because he wasn't getting paid no mind by Morty. Morty lately.
Morty.
Sorry, I got the hiccups.
He got my disclaimer.
I got Morty lately hasn't even been, paying him any mind. He's
No, he
been
has not.
acting out.
Which, I mean, Do you blame him?
That's true. And as you saw at the end of that episode, he was acting like he belonged in the Goodfellas. You know what I'm saying?
Pull up the nuts.
When he was talking to the guy with the s'more, he burned the s'more.
He sure did.
You don't burn nobody's s'more. So yeah, bro.
Should I watch Rick and Morty first, or should I watch that new show Monday?
What new show?
What, Monday?
The new movie Monday.
Oh my God.
What's on Monday?
No, it's
Oh,
called
the one you said.
Where is Monday?
Oh, where is Monday?
Or What Happened on Monday? Sorry, What Happened on Monday? That movie
Still going on
is
for another 2 hours.
retarded good. I'm gonna let you guys watch that. It's with the actress that was in Prometheus, the girl. That got,
Prometheus? Is that a?
Naomi Price?
Is
Or
that
Naomi
a-
Rapace?
yes, Naomi Price.
Is that the Pornhub version of
Yes.
Prometheus?
Uh-huh. Yes, that's exactly what it is. Prometheus and the Anus of life. Oh, sorry, the star of the Anus. The Anus in your star? I'm not sure. That one.
In your annuals.
So what's the movie called?
What Happened on Monday?
It's on.
Netflix.
It's on Netflix.
It's amazing.
What happened in Monday?
Yeah, what happened on Monday?
What happened to Monday? Not what happened in Monday.
What happened Monday? Motherfucker, I was in the yam. It was a lot of people. That chef didn't order the pastrami. I couldn't make the carne. I'm trying to make the carne.
So another show that's on Netflix, which aired Friday, Defenders.
Defenders.
Now we're gonna do a light review without spoilers.
Fuck that. I'm
With-
spoiling shit. I
Have you
don't
seen
give a
it?
fuck.
No, I have not.
So a light review. No, have you seen it?
I've started.
Oh, you about to end
review.
today, nigga.
All right.
I'm gonna watch it tonight. How about that?
Well, you about to
How about that?
How about that?
God damn.
God
Damn.
I gotta watch this shit.
So
Light review. It's how can we do this?
just tell me what you think of it.
Just look up noob, goddamn.
I think okay. Light review? Damn, okay. Light review. I think it's like the Avengers. They all come together after having their own
Well,
set.
clearly,
That's a light review. It's also good.
it's good.
It's really good?
I'll tell you what I do like about it. I was talking on
Go ahead.
Puerto Rican Badger about it. I really like how they combine everybody's story. It had one thing, they were going on concurrently.
Right.
I like the way it was just together. They minted it together. Like you saw Luke Cage's part of the city, you saw the Daredevil, and everybody was just like. It
So you're
just
saying
minted
it was
It's put together well.
it was written good.
Yeah, it was.
It wasn't like just they're
Well, it
just-
helps that it's all in New York City, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, but the way they had it,
But they need reasons to come together. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
does it seem like they have their reasons to all come together?
the hand. The hand will be the equivalent to Thanos in the MCU. This is the Netflix MCU.
But they just the way they did it, I felt like it was, like it's almost like you didn't even notice that they, you know what I mean?
This is what I noticed, and this is what I like, is that the characters in the when you watch Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, their characters stay the same.
I was just about to say
They
that.
stay the same.
Yeah, the same way they acted in their show,
Exactly.
they acted the same way in
And come back over here now. Of course, there's different.
They have their own personality.
Yeah, they have their.
Forgive him right now.
How drunk are you?
He's on the zone right now.
I'm in my zone, goddamn.
It's okay.
They all have their own personality. Coming back, they all have their own personality, and you get to see their personalities clash.
Yeah.
And they don't mix well at all. They're all four completely different people.
Yeah.
Two of them, Iron Fist and Daredevil, they faced the hand before.
Yeah.
Luke Cage, Jessica Jones have no experience about the hand, nor did they have any knowledge about it. I like how Elektra, or Black Sky, would that be a spoiler?
No, you just
Yeah, you just.
that's a big ass spoiler. Damn, he's spoiling it.
I was like, you spoiler? Okay, so apparently it is a spoiler. We'll consider that in clips.
But you finished it. You enjoyed it. You loved did you like the ending? The way it ended?
Yeah, I mean, it was good. I thought it was good. Look, man, when I watch it all the way through, it must mean it's good. Cause I couldn't stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like 11 o'clock the next morning, I was done.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, so
You still haven't seen the ending though.
no, I got 2 episodes left. So besides Jay, he's the only one who's actually watched the entire show through and through.
I saw
How many episodes? Left?
I watched it the first day. What you talking?
You finished the first thing, anyways.
So did you, Lou?
Huh?
Did you enjoy it?
Yes and
Okay.
What?
I liked it, but there was like a lot of things I didn't like. Like for example, like for Howard Meacham, he got brought back from the dead the same way that Elektra got brought back from the dead, right?
Okay, that's another spoiler.
But no, everybody knew Elektra got back from
We saw
the
her in
dead.
the trailer.
We figured that shit out.
We saw her in the trailer.
That's not a spoiler.
In the trailer.
Yeah, she's in the trailer. She's right in the hallway.
Electric? No, you're talking about Meacham.
No.
Elektra
Uh-huh.
gets brought back to
Okay,
life.
yeah.
We just discussed
That
that,
I
right?
know, yeah.
Like, we
So
that
did
happened at the end of
Howard
the
Meacham,
Right.
right? But Howard of the Meacham didn't get super retarded powers like Elektra.
Right.
And Elektra has been brought back already. No, sorry, Howard Meacham has been brought back already like 2 or 3 times. Elektra was brought back, I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is her second time. First or second time? I think it's the first. But how did she get superpowers? But not only did she get superpowers, she got like OP superpowers.
She's just a fucking ninja.
I don't think it was more like superpower. Like
Nah, man, she punched motherfucking Luke Cage and made that nigga fly. Like she had like really badass strength.
Yeah, her strength is like no joke.
Like
she's no joke.
you got a nigga. And you
Like
I
nothing.
mean,
Well,
would say, like-
do you know it was the same way that they did?
That's what I was
Howard
thinking.
Meacham? You don't know.
There was something
yeah,
about
yes. Because if we go back to episode season 2 of Daredevil, when they introduce her at the end, they stick her in that pot.
Yeah, but that's
The
not
same
same
way that they did Howard Meacham. They stuck him in that pot. They was both in some pot, like
I don't remember him.
yes.
Howard Meacham did come back in Iron Fist though.
Yeah.
But he was his body was at the bottom of a freaking lake.
Yeah, but they took it out and stuck it in the pot.
I don't
No,
remember
he
there
got
being
him
a
out of that
lot.
lake.
Yeah,
he
his
just
son,
walked
his
out of
son
it.
shot him and drowned him and threw him in the lake. Remember?
Yeah, but before they, oh man,
No, his
that.
son shot him, threw him in the lake. He came back out of that lake.
nah, bro, they pulled him out.
No.
Pretty sure.
No,
No,
he came out
no.
of the lake.
He
You
came
guys
out
are- You guys are confusing me.
like the swamp thing.
You're-
That's not like when you said he would put in a pot. I'm
Yeah,
like,
Like, he never was put in a
Yes,
pot.
he was.
He
Yes,
wasn't.
was. That much I can't.
I don't remember him.
Right,
I
that
think
was-
they-
he
I
was
think
never in a
they
pot.
showed-
Like a
I
fucking
think they
tank
showed
bed or
him
something.
after he was already brought back.
Right, they never show how
what
he-
hap- yeah, how he
The
was-
process of how
Need
he.
a researcher.
He
Also,
just made a deal
he's
with the
been,
hand.
He's
Yeah.
been killed and brought back.
Also, let's
before.
keep in mind, like if you were to get brought back with superpowers, the hand would be stupid enough to give him that to bring him back in
Yeah,
the first
give him-
place.
Right, just to keep him in the.
Just to keep him
Well,
like
he would kill the hand.
pretty much. That's what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't give him that type of power. That the same with Elektra.
Because they were just using him for his company, and
But
that's
it was
it.
Elektra. There's something else about Elektra they did to him, man. I can't remember.
She's like she was one of the natural gifted fighters. So
They said that
used that.
well, they always were trying to keep her away from the hand because they knew there was something about her. She was Black Sky.
Well,
So good show,
Yeah.
except for Lewis.
I mean, so far so distant.
Disclaimer:
So far,
Let's say a good show. Let's
Lewis like the monk.
He's researching.
I'm researching right now.
He's researching.
You also like
Alright,
Valerian?
let him
You
research.
want to,
Yeah, great
find out.
Disclaimer: You also
You want
like
to find out.
Valerian.
You also thought Bubble was a great.
I got some bubbly nuts. You want to see?
How did I know it was going there?
Yeah,
It's Lewis.
Lewis.
it's these nuts. That's what the fuck it is.
All right, sticking with Netflix.
Stick
Okay.
these nuts.
There was an article that came out. I will read you this article. Netflix Death Note creators don't really understand whitewashing criticism.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Listen, I
Yeah, I
only
was
took
reading
an
about that
Asian
today.
cartoon and made it as white can be.
It did
The only
same
thing it
fucking
needed
thing with,
was Donald
Iron
Trump
Fist.
to be in it so it could be made
As
white
as
again.
possible.
You know what I'm saying?
They gotta really stop that shit.
So I was gonna say, okay, so how do we feel about this? Because
Making anime white again.
I mean, I get it, right? So it's so they remake this show, which was an anime, right? Which obviously weren't white people in it, but then they're remaking it for a white audience, quote end quote. I mean, how do you guys feel about it? Like, how do you feel about it, Dwayne?
Wow, I feel like that's like such a stereotypical question.
I mean, y'all got mad at me when I saw them get
Because you like Death Note
Okay, yes, I like that.
and you're Asian.
Depends who you ask.
So do you
Okay,
feel, so do you feel some type of way?
Okay, so the whole whitewash thing, I get, because so this goes back to, for example, you said one was Iron Fist.
Yeah.
Another big complaint with that was Dragon Ball Evolution, the live action series, and possibly
whitewash. Motherfucker, if you would have given me some cream cheese, I would have enjoyed them crackers.
Dude, Dragon Ball Evolution.
Listen, Dragon Ball.
Jesus Christ, give me some salmon cream cheese.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Yes.
God damn.
Dragon Ball Evolution was just straight garbage. It doesn't matter who made it. It was garbage.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
You know what, man?
So the thing with this isn't just whitewashing, is like in general. So whenever you made a series and they have like, you know, they have a set character that they portray, and then let's say they change up the ethnicity of that character. They've done it in any other show, not just animes in general.
It's called whitewashing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
They do,
Like-
they do it in history books too.
Like
Yeah.
so, like some
Like
like
Jesus wasn't white.
Like the farther north you went, the whiter you got.
Like to me, Jesus looked like Bob Marley.
bringing it back down.
No, with dreads.
With dreads?
Oh yeah. Listen, they said in the Bible he has woolly long hair, dreadlocks. Lord have mercy.
No, but like, come back to this topic right here. I don't know. Me, I don't. Okay, so along the actor fits the character, appearance really doesn't matter to me, in my opinion. But for like the hardcore anime fans, like especially from like a Japanese cartoon, a Japanese anime or whatever, people want to see that. This is like their version. But you know, even Japan has their own live action version. Like, for example, Attack on Titan, and there was another one too. I can't remember. But like the two, like in the areas between America and Asia, one of the biggest complaints about live action Japanese is that they make the characters too much like the anime, where it seems a little unrealistic. The problem in America is they make it not like the character, so there's like it's a hard balance. So you can't please everybody. But for me, I think like as long as the character fits, along the actor or actress fits that character and portrays them well as they did in the show, then for me that counts.
I feel like it's a catch-22.
Can be.
I feel like you're stuck if you do, if you're stuck if you don't, because the reason why they whitewash is because to make it more appealing for
Exactly,
American
because-
people. Because
like-
if you make it exactly how it is in the book, then the only people that are gonna watch it are the hardcore fans. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing. That me, I don't care what the characters look like. For all I care, it could be an Asian and they still do with an African guy, and his homie's German. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't give a shit.
But again, but it has to
As long
fit
as the
that
story,
character,
for me, is the story. I don't care who play. I don't care who plays the character as long as the story is similar or the same.
I got to.
to an extent, yes, I agree. Because like, imagine whitewashing Black Panther. Like that shit would make no sense.
No, it'll make all those sense. They'll just be called the KKK.
I have a response to that because
Go ahead.
okay, I never read Iron Fist. I didn't know nothing about Iron Fist, right? Nothing. I just watched the show on Netflix, right?
Well, there you go. You're just like an average avid
I'm an
watcher.
average fan.
Exactly.
I didn't know nothing about it. Guess
Exactly.
what I thought? I was like, seems like this dude should be an Asian dude. I went and asked, like, was this dude supposed to be Asian? And they were like, yeah. Because it didn't seem right to have that dude playing that part.
Right.
It seemed like they should have an Asian dude playing that part. It had nothing to do like with his acting or nothing like that. It just seemed like something wasn't authentic about it. And that's why I asked the question, because I don't know. Look, man, if it's supposed to be that way, just be that way. Why can't you find a good Asian actor to play that part? Are you telling me you could not find an Asian guy to play Iron Fist? Are you telling me that you couldn't find one? I don't believe you.
No, I agree with that, but going back to Lou's point, it's an appeal move.
Look,
like it's
if
trying
the
to
story's good, it doesn't matter. Look, I'm not Asian. I wanted to see an Asian guy.
You could clearly see that.
Like, it doesn't matter. Like it didn't. It seemed like it. I don't know why. It seemed like an Asian guy should have been playing that part. It doesn't have nothing to do with that. Look, fine.
I'll be honest with you. I think a Puerto Rican guy should be playing Black Panther. That's my opinion.
Yeah. Get a Puerto Rican. Look, to be honest, if the story's good, I'm good. Like, I like Iron Fist. Let me just be clear about that. I like it, but it did appear like it should be an Asian guy playing that part.
Right.
And
I think it's something in the back.
And the people that are getting mad about it, I can't. Look, man, I agree. Like, why?
I can
like,
see it.
Look, it's 2017.
I think a Puerto
We
Rican
should
should
be
have
able to
played
watch whatever we
Kilgrave.
want. And we should accept it. People think that, this won't move, and it will. It will. Like, you write a good story up there.
The same way they didn't think that a rated R movie,
X-Men or something.
X-Men, like Daredevil.
Yeah.
Not Daredevil.
Come on.
Logan?
Logan and Deadpool.
Deadpool and Logan.
Yeah, they didn't
That
think.
wouldn't work.
Yeah. And by the way, do something different. Like, do something different. Like, we've been complaining about that. People just doing the same, like, get different actors to go another way, you know? Like,
I think they should start bringing in new actors, like people that nobody has, like they
I
have
do too.
zero experience in acting.
As long as they can act.
No, wait. I would
As long
say
as
zero
they can
experience.
act.
It's like
They need
We want them to
experience.
be able to act.
Right.
But
Like,
like,
I-
if
they're
it's
not
like their
big
first
names.
feature film.
Like, I don't mind having no notoriety as long as you have the
Yeah, we
acting
need to-
chops to do it. Like
And
Star
the
Wars
story.
did it best.
yeah, like
Yeah.
Star Wars did it
Ridley
best.
and
Like, but like you invested yourself into these characters, like, especially if you're a fan. If you never heard of these guys, like they're really good.
Death Note, I don't know anything about it.
There you go.
Death Note is badass.
So
I know the
let me get
basics.
back to this. Let me get back to this Death Note right quick. So, Death Note, I feel like, for you guys don't know Death Note very much, but for like people who watch anime a lot, they would agree that Death Note is one of the higher up, famous, and notable animes out there. So for them to bring out a series like this, it's a big deal, But then the whole thing with the whitewashing, some people some people get away from it. Some people don't mind it.
Who made it a big deal? Why is Death Note a big deal?
Because white people.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, for me, I watched it. It was great, and it's a very, very, very popular anime.
Was it Asian actors in the
The anime?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
I mean,
in Japan.
it's a cartoon, so
It happened in
They're
Japan.
disproving themselves, man, because people were watching it with Asian people in the anime.
I feel
So why
like
can't you do it on the look,
I feel like they should just be able to just portray whatever. If it was made in
Yeah.
Japan, they should just have
it's
Japanese
cause
people.
casting. You cast
Just
the
have it
people
talking
that fit
English,
and
because
look
I
like the
don't
characters
really
in
feel
the
like watching something cool and fucking focusing on what the fuck they saying and reading goddamn.
I don't know. I mean, they do it in Narcos, and I thought I was gonna have a problem with it. But
Yeah, but I speak Spanish. I don't give a shit.
I like
yeah, but even with Narcos, like I speak Spanish too, but like a lot of times you just end up just.
But you
being
speak
with
you speak Cuban Spanish.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, people complain a lot about that in Narcos.
Yeah, that was something we talked about.
And they have the subtitle?
Yeah, they had subtitles. On
No,
it, too.
they spoke in Spanish.
They spoke in Spanish.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, they had subtitles.
When people complain, I was like, you know what I'm saying, like.
Look, man, there was a lot of people, they couldn't take it.
Right.
Like my friend, she was like, no, it don't even sound like he's from Colombia. They don't have the accent. He's trash.
That's true.
That's how she said. I'm like, okay,
They don't have the Colombian accent.
because they're from Brazil. The dude is from Brazil.
Right.
Or something.
But the Colombians, I don't like their accent anyway, so that they did justice.
Like the point I'm trying to get at though with this is like for average audience who doesn't know anything about it, this is gonna be a good show with storytelling regardless who's being cast. For people who follow these things religiously, is like they like to see things to a T. So you're catering to two separate audiences at the same time.
You know what it is?
Like that's the only problem I'm trying to. I'm not gonna
people-
The only reason it's big is because of the people that were watching it. It wouldn't even be out
Exactly,
there like
but
So
that's
you
the
need to
thing though.
cater to them.
But that's the problem. That the big companies don't care about the watcher. They care about the revenue. So they don't care about if you think it sucks. They don't. They just want as much people to watch it. They don't. They, like that whole word of mouth anymore.
I think it's deeper than that. I think like
They don't want that whole word of mouth because
Just look at
if
DC
you like
universe
something,
right now,
huh?
just look at the DC universe right now.
Yeah, enough said. BBW. I mean BBS. BBS. I think that should be the theme of
BBS.
the cast today. BBWs has been coming up a lot.
I mean,
The title?
I'm just saying like you don't need to like the reason no one would know about it. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
I mean, I
it
see your
works, so
point.
why would it not work? But there's a reason why they do that. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
got casual fans and hardcore fans, so
Yeah.
there you go.
But shouldn't you be catering to the people that actually brought you? Like you should want to get the other fans in there, but you should also like support the people that supported you. The only reason why it's popular is because the people were supporting it.
I guess they're trying to bring it more because anime is mainstream, but selective animes with a platform like Netflix, they can bring that to a wider audience, so that way you can engage it. So now with this whole live show, for some people who don't know about the show and see the trailer, they might want to watch the anime first and then go watch the show and then compare the two. I mean,
Yeah, I
like
just
this.
think they should stick to the story.
That's what I think.
Definitely,
So
like,
too.
I mean,
but most of the time,
Again,
they
you're not gonna put Black Panther and have like Thor starring as Black Panther.
Why not?
The Last Samurai.
South African motherfucker. South Africa. They're all white. The fuck?
I thought that was dumb. The Last Samurai. I thought it was
Yeah,
dumb.
that was stupid.
I thought I was the only one that got
No,
it.
you know what?
that-
It would. I feel like the Last Samurai would have played if it would have had somebody else being the Last Samurai as opposed to
who was it?
Keanu
Tom Cruise.
Reeves. Oh, Tom Cruise. Sorry,
Cruise.
same
You're
shit.
thinking of 47 Ronin.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Same movie though.
Yeah.
Which one was the last one with what's his name from The Martian?
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon. There was a samurai movie.
Oh, yeah,
The
there
Great
was-
Wall.
The Great Wall.
How much-
Surprisingly, wait.
You gonna
The
tell-
action and
HBO.
the way that movie looked
It's already
was
HBO?
great.
Was it good?
It's on. No, it's not on HBO.
Oh, it was on Stars. It was one of those channels. Stars.
No, it's not on none of them.
Oh, Jay, maybe you're watching The Born Identity.
No. Like I saw it on one of
Oh
those.
my God, it's Jason Bourne.
I seen it on one of those networks. I don't know, Stars, Showtime, HBO. I don't know
No,
what it
because
was.
I have all of those, and I have it because I bought it.
It was on one of those
This is-
higher up channels.
This is
and-
why I'm trying to tell you that it's not just that. Because they do it with every freaking movie.
Yeah,
That's why it's not just
it's like
that.
The Lax Mexican, starring Justin Bieber.
Just like Dave Chappelle said, man. Last nigga on earth starring Tom Hanks. Like, they do it on purpose. What I'm trying to tell you, they do it on purpose. Why would you put Matt Damon in that movie? Like, it looked like it was out of place, man. And
On Days of War?
Very out of place.
What is crazy though that movie.
Who you
was
would think it was the best one?
What do you mean?
What?
Playing Jason Bourne.
Oh,
Oh, no,
no, Matt Damon. No, I'm talking
He's
about.
talking about the Great Wall.
Yeah, the Great
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, the Great Wall. He was in that movie
Okay.
that probably was
La
supposed to be
Gran
kicked
Pared.
by an Asian.
Chase was once over the Great Wall until he got deported back to China.
I thought the Great Wall. The only reason I found that movie.
Nah, he's gonna catch the shots today. Huh?
Goddamn.
Listen, bro. The only reason I watched the Great Wall was because I thought it was the documentary how Donald Trump was Mexico.
Hey, man,
Did you
Well,
watch it?
Mexicans
Though?
don't
Did
give a
anybody
fuck.
watch the Great Wall? I did.
Yeah, I watched it. I have it.
I saw the ending. It was
story wise.
It could be
It
a
was
good
like
movie.
man, but visuals were crazy good. And just like the acting was okay, and just the shit that happened.
this was okay, but
It
like
seems like you're saying it's bad because if you're saying the visuals were okay,
we don't.
and the story was. Do me a favor, look it up on Rotten Tomatoes right now.
I saw the
That's
ending
exactly
and I saw the ending and
You like Valerian.
it was whatever.
I saw the trailer and didn't get interested.
The ending for me was like just said the whole thing for the movie. I don't like the ending at all.
Which part?
The
The
whole
Great
ending.
Wall.
What happened
Great
in
Wall.
the ending? Tell me what part of the ending you didn't like, Dwayne.
The only part I don't know was the end was like the way he killed the monster, bro. I don't know. It was
With
just-
a bomb?
It was just whack, bro. I don't know
That's
what it was.
like 85% of all movies. They kill all monsters with bombs.
So a
Godzilla.
new teaser trailer came out today for
What was
What?
it?
what is it?
He's nuts.
Rated PG. Is this what it is? Hopefully, this is not what they're talking.
Yeah, it is. It
But yeah,
is.
no, they couldn't kill Godzilla.
It is.
It's got 2 stars. This can't be right.
2 stars.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
pork
I
combo.
want to make sure.
Out of what, 100 stars?
That's the rate?
Great Wall isn't.
It's 35%
Ah,
on.
lot.
It's 35% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, the movie was horrible, man.
That's bad.
It wasn't bad. It wasn't the best.
Lou.
But
I
it
don't
was
know,
fun
man.
to watch, bro.
I don't know.
Listen, because that's the shit, bro.
Yeah, you gotta
Every
look at
look,
it.
man.
You gotta
Every
look at
single
yourself.
movie. I don't give a fuck what
Yeah,
movie
yeah,
you
yeah,
put.
yeah. You
Say,
gotta look at it
look,
yourself. You
say
gotta watch it.
every movie. Name your favorite movie right now. Whichever movie is gonna come out, any movie, name it right now, and I will debunk that shit. Because every fucking movie is a fucking remake. And it's a bad remake
But that
at that
doesn't matter.
of whatever.
I
So,
understand that. Every movie is a
everything's a
remake of
remake.
everything. But
This
that's
shit's
not,
still cool.
But that's not the point.
What?
The point is if it's a good movie.
We saw Valerian. Valerian was
I'm
just
sure-
fucking Total Recall with more colors.
Okay, but it sucked.
and
But
it was
the point
great.
is that it sucked.
No, it did not suck. You suck because you go to the movies thinking you're gonna get this new age. Oh my god, fucking new plot, new everything. No, bro, The Simpsons done everything, bro. So if you
Yeah,
really
I
want to watch a
agree with
movie,
that.
it's
That's
all The
Fine,
Simpsons.
I
dog.
understand that, but there's a way to. You're telling me
Next
that.
topic. How you doing today?
I'm great. How about you?
Look, Winter Soldier is probably a remake of another movie, but it's a great fucking movie.
Winter Soldier is just fucking 007.
No, Manchurian
But
Candidate.
it's a great movie.
That too.
What's up with Google keys?
So was fucking Valerian. Lick my ball, bubble bitch.
So,
I'm bad.
so this just came out today, a new teaser trailer for The Punisher.
I don't want to watch it because it's a remake.
Which,
It's just a remake of Mad Max, bitch.
Oh, you talk about the movie The Punisher.
the Netflix show.
Oh,
It's
it's
Who's the character though?
it's not good.
Same guy.
Same guy.
Same guy?
Same guy.
I
Ooh.
want to see that.
Shame.
I
Nice.
don't
I
like
was
him.
hoping.
Yeah.
John, I was hoping- I was
That's a
hoping
good one,
that
yeah.
Punisher showed up on the
He will
Defenders.
forever be shame to me. I would
No,
never.
don't tell me.
No, he didn't.
What?
But
I was hoping that he did.
I thought he was supposed to.
What?
The Punisher.
Show up where?
And the Defenders.
You think
Was
so?
he? No, I thought he would, but he didn't.
Nah.
Yeah.
I think he's not part of that.
He's not.
But I heard, well.
I heard that-
I mean, it makes sense for him to not be a part of it.
Yeah, he's not. I mean, I don't see him.
I don't
like
see
part
why
of
he would be a
it.
part of it in the first
He's
place.
a lone
Yeah.
wolf anyway.
He got his own business going.
Yeah.
He's what?
Yeah.
He's like a.
He's a
I wouldn't
vigilante.
call it like a hitman.
He's a vigilante, too.
Yeah, vigilante, lone wolf.
It's
But
a
they're
hit
more
nigga, don't
extreme.
get
He's,
paid.
Yeah.
he's like a mercenary for me.
Yeah.
Still.
Same shit as a vigilante.
Yeah.
God damn.
God damn!
So what was new about this trailer, because they had been released one prior to this one, that this one gave a release date of
Barely.
just
He
a
gave a
barely
time frame.
release date,
It's more like time frame.
right, of this year 2017. So we now know that it's gonna come out this
That
year.
was like 4 months left.
It should come up before January.
That is what this year means, basically.
So within the next 4 months, awesome.
Good. 'Cause I need another show.
Right?
I hope this is good, though. I don't know.
I just want Call of Duty to come up.
You still got like another week? Or no, 4 days.
Yeah. Oh, for the beta.
Yeah.
D-Wayne,
Hi.
let's talk about this one real quick. SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins.
I know nothing about
Dean
it.
Ambrose.
Oh, so you watched that?
Yeah.
Oh, you saw highlights.
You saw that tag scene, huh?
Yeah.
I keep up.
That
I
was-
keep
That
up
was
with
good.
All right. So
You know who's missing there?
Roman Reigns.
Right.
man.
The Shield back together.
Nah, we don't
Come on,
we don't need
man.
this shit back together right now. It's too soon. Too
Listen,
soon.
Oh,
Roman
man.
needs a wider skill set,
Too
and
soon.
then maybe we'll consider it.
I tell you who's nasty is fucking Seth Rollins. That dude is an athlete, man. Have you seen
He's
this
good.
dude?
He's good.
That dude's
No, like he's awesome. But
I like
with that whole
Seth
knee injury though, like kind of
Right,
like,
right. That's
Yeah.
why.
Right now,
That
I feel
dude, man,
like
is
right now,
amazing,
top
man.
performer in the under the WWE umbrella is AJ Styles.
Yeah. What's his name? I'm
He's-
surprised.
for me, he's
Kevin,
top.
He's on top right now. It just stopped.
He's like Steiner Bear right
I
now.
don't know how AJ Styles got up like that.
Oh, he had huge notoriety prior to becoming WWE. Prior to
Oh,
coming to
yeah?
WWE.
He had,
From Ring of Honor to TNA to New Japan, and then
Oh, yeah.
WWE.
Yeah, he's been all
I didn't know
over
that.
the place. Yeah.
I did not know that.
Okay.
That's why I was like, how did he get up? Like, come up.
All right. So SummerSlam.
So what's the best moment on SummerSlam?
So I missed the. I caught a bit of the pre-show. There are like 2 or 3 matches on the pre-show, and it was like the Cruiserweight title, the SmackDown Tag Team title. I think that was it. I missed the Cruiserweight title. What I didn't like was prior to SummerSlam, the matches on the card happened already the week prior. So think of McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fought last week, right before the big
No, it's
main
next
event.
week.
No, he's just
It's like,
God damn.
What? I don't know.
God damn, he's
Like,
Like-
they're just not using their talent right.
I don't know. That's what I don't know. WWE booking is really, for me, it's really weird. Like,
Are you thinking they're changing the storyline?
I'm not changing. Like, it's more like you have you're setting up a championship
They don't
match.
need to fight if they're about to fight on a big stage.
Exactly. SummerSlam is considered a huge stage. It's one of the 4 big pay-per-views of
Yeah.
WWE. You have a championship
Which one,
match.
SummerSlam?
Yeah. I think the second one right under WrestleMania. You have a championship match set for that big pay-per-view, but then you have that same championship match in that same week on a regular show. You know
But
what
you know why
happened?
they do that?
I don't know.
To bring the audience in and make money.
No, you know what's gonna happen? I think what's gonna
But
happen.
WWE
They're gonna
makes
start
money
fighting
no matter
on
what.
the TV,
Still,
and right when somebody's gonna pin somebody, somebody else is gonna help it and stop it and just create more
No, but get
tension.
this shit. The week before SummerSlam, I think, or the weeks leading up to SummerSlam, the matches that were supposed to happen on that pay-per-view with the titles, I think 2 or 3 of them already changed within the regular show, just for it to switch back on back at pay-per-view.
Listen, bro.
To me, it's stupid booking
Yeah.
first and foremost.
Ain't no SummerSlam, no Backlash, no fucking which was the other WrestleMania. None of them has ever been the same since motherfucking Mankind been through that shit.
Yeah.
That guy
Mankind,
is epic.
that was a long
That's
time.
epic,
Man, that guy
Mankind.
was crazy, man. I don't know what the hell that.
Mick Foley was
Mick
just,
Foley
he
was-
was just a
he did.
He was
bunch of
he was
crazy
crazy
shit.
shit.
Yeah,
That guy was
Yeah.
still alive.
And he's still alive. It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That's he walks with that.
But you seen his daughter, right?
No.
Oh,
She's
no.
missing the same teeth, just like
Hey,
Oh,
no,
look.
bruh, have you seen his daughter?
His daughter is-
his daughter look nothing like him.
Yeah, you see her as like,
Nah, like she's like an
Doctor?
outcast of the family. She like,
Wait, I'm gonna look at
and she's wrestling too.
She's wrestling.
no, she
I heard she.
I heard she
trying-
wants to.
She wants to,
I
yeah.
don't know, but
But
she cute
I
as
don't
hell.
care.
But I
Everyone is
think
still
he's the
pleased.
one who doesn't want her to become a wrestler.
Yeah,
I think he's the
probably-
one.
I don't know. With this day and age, we'll see. But coming back to SummerSlam, I'm gonna just do a quick little review. Overall pay-per-view, 5 out of 5 stars. I give it 2.75.
Damn,
Like
that's way low.
Yeah.
that's way low.
out of that entire card, 10 matches in a 4-hour pay-per-view, including pre-show, starting from 6, ending at 11. 5 hours, pretty much.
God damn.
I know, right? So, out of those 10 matches, 2 of them were really, 2 or 3 that actually stuck out to me were really good. The SmackDown titles match was good. Raw tag title was good. And Universal Championship was good. Those were only top 3 matches that were really good. The Randy Orton versus Rusev, that was hardly even a match. That was like a 10-second match. That was a throwaway match.
Who won? Randy Orton?
Randy Orton won.
Yeah.
That was like a stupid ass throwaway match.
The
It
Legend
served
Killer?
no purpose at all.
I like Randy Orton.
Yeah,
just,
he's good.
just one RKO and a pin, and it was literally done in 10
Yeah.
seconds.
Wow.
It was like Daniel Bryan's WrestleMania match against Sheamus. It was that
Oh.
quick.
It was pretty pitiful. The women's matches were decent. I will not
That was
lie. I didn't
Natalie.
see.
Daniel's not coming back.
That was Natalie
He's done, right?
and this
Daniel
girl,
Neck
right?
injury, so he's done, right?
Yeah.
They won't clear him to come back to the ring in the event that because he has a legion in his brain, so they won't clear him into whatever. He wants to wrestle again. If he does wrestle, it have to be out of the WWE contract. And so he can go to another promotion if he wants to, but that's risking his life. You know, he just got a kid or whatever. Anyways, coming back down to SummerSlam. The Universal title match was great. The 2 women's title matches were decent. I'm not gonna
That's
lie.
like Natasha and
What about the Finn
Yeah.
Balor Bray Wyatt match?
Finn Balor Bray Wyatt match was
Dang,
okay at
yeah.
best. So I don't know. I wasn't too invested in it. Okay, so yeah, SummerSlam was decent. A lot of hype. I will say the show that stole it all was NXT Takeover. Those Takeover shows always steal the fucking show. Like nowadays,
what's
if
the
you-
name? Broke her ankle. They said in there.
Who?
What's that girl's name?
Asuka?
Yeah, I think she broke her ankle.
Oscar.
She
I mean her shoulder.
she broke a collarbone.
Yeah.
Damn.
But she still finished the match. I would say like NXT is considered a developmental brand before you come to main roster like Raw and SmackDown, this and that. These guys always steal the show.
They're
Like,
trying to get
Because they're nothing but fresh talent.
Yeah.
if you watch the regular WWE shows, you see the crowd still kind of dull, whatever. But the ruckus crowd on NXT is always live. It kind of throws you back to the old way of how it was back in the day. So NXT again. NXT always kills it.
What about the WWE Championship? Jinder Mahal and Shinsuke Nakamura.
Whack.
Damn.
I mean, Shinsuke has an awesome entrance.
What do you think about the Brock match?
Brock match? Oh, that was.
I love Brock.
Me too.
That,
Brock
that was
is
a good
out of
match.
control.
That guy's a monster.
Is the Brock?
Yeah. Okay, that match, Brock Lesnar got decimated early on. He got put to 2 tables, spear through a barricade.
That's
stretched
Brayman.
out,
We just
you
like
know.
Brayman.
Yeah.
That guy, he's a big dude too.
He's too damn big to
Braun
be getting
Strowman.
dish
Braun
tracked like
Strowman?
that.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
He's huge.
Braun
Yeah,
Strowman, yeah.
He's huge,
Yeah,
Josh.
monster.
Actually, fun fact, the Mountain from Game of Thrones went to the WWE Performance Center and he dwarfed Braun Strowman.
No, you know how he's like 23 or something.
Yeah, that guy's big.
Yeah. That guy's young as shit.
Which one?
The guy that plays the
Mountain?
mountain. His name is
He's only 23?
yeah. His name is actually half.
Is he like from Sweden or something? Or something
Yeah.
like that?
He's somewhere over there.
Yeah. His name is
Oh,
That's
oh,
why-
Lord.
God damn!
that was it for a better time to say it.
Oh, man.
What do you
yeah,
only have one beer.
This my second.
Okay.
Yeah, we know from
Close the bar.
last call for Dwayne Cahal.
Let me get my tap.
My apologies, party people.
No, that's all good.
Thank God party people are just covered.
That's worse than
Yeah, man.
earwax on a Q-tip.
I wouldn't go that far.
Alright, so there should be no. See, there you go. See, if your beer was over there, that shit was
Well,
good.
mine's empty already.
I'm
So.
just saying, if it was there,
I got
it's
it.
good. Because we all got empty bottles. Let's get rid of this and no more mishaps.
I don't want to drop.
I don't want to mess
What do
up
you mean
party
no more?
people's
There
beer.
wasn't no mishap.
So what? So I gotta figure out what else happened on the WWE joint.
You mentioned the tag.
That was the John Cena match.
The SmackDown.
Oh, John Cena match with Baron Corbin, that was pretty wild. I seen that one coming from a mile away.
Right. It was the Kevin Owens one.
That match was
Kevin
really
Owens
good.
and AJ Styles?
I said AJ
Yeah.
Styles versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
That was I enjoyed that match actually.
Which one?
Kevin Owens
versus
and
AJ Styles.
AJ
Because Kevin Owens knows how to wrestle. He's actually
Listen,
good.
Yeah, man.
Wrestling hasn't been wrestling since the Rock and Sock connection.
Back when it used to be called wrestling.
You hear that Rock come back to the
I would say though,
WWE?
back in the day, it was more showman and little more edgy, extreme shit.
No, there wasn't no
With
show, man. It was just Rock and Sock.
I would-
Showman,
I
dude.
would-
I would,
love that.
I would say wrestling hasn't been wrestling since Stone Cold.
Damn, Stone Cold.
Wrestling
If you're
hasn't
talking
been
about
wrestling since WCW's match between Sting and Goldberg.
Damn, you're throwing it back.
No, but I would say like this era of wrestling right now, it's legit
But the
wrestling
bitches.
with a lot of actual technical wrestling. Back in the day, it was more stomping, punching, brawling, weapons, smack talking, entertaining. a whole bunch of
Wrestling
other
hasn't
shit.
been wrestling since Hornfogel fought
Hornswoggle.
Hornswoggle fought the Undertaker.
Oh man, that nigga died.
He got the.
But yeah,
It's still
SummerSlam
good.
was.
It's still good. I think that back in the day was good. I think today is good, but I don't know, man. I remember the War Warriors.
Wrestling
Yeah,
hasn't been
boy.
wrestling since
They used to
the
put you up on their
Bushwhackers
shoulders, and they used to come off the
whacked
rope
in the
with that-
bush.
And that dude used to do a 360 to the mat. I don't care what you say.
Alright.
Man. It's crazy. They used to be hitting people, knocking the shit out of them.
What do you call that
Generation
shit? It's
X.
called like the Doomsday device, Death device, some shit like that.
Yeah, man.
I know what you're talking about though.
Doomsday device.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking animal.
All right.
Next topical.
Wrestling hasn't been wrestling since Scotty Too Hottie did the worm blast.
This fucking guy.
Did it work?
Hottie too hottie, man.
Oh, we didn't talk about the Pokemon Go Fair.
That's what we're gonna talk about right now.
Wrestling hasn't been wrestling
We want to talk about Pokemon Go Fair?
since the Dudley brothers.
The sheep herders.
The Dudley brothers did the 3D on somebody. Wrestling hasn't been wrestling since Diamond Dallas Page did the DDT on somebody's shit.
Way back.
I need to put my disclaimer.
Lot.
Wrestling hasn't been wrestling since Hollywood Hogan put away his boa.
wrestling has been wrestling since Randy Savage stepped into a Slim Jim.
That was a good one.
All right, so I saw this article, D. Wayne, and I thought of you.
Oh, thank you.
It's about rice balls.
Still has to be thought of. Goddamn.
So the article is titled, "Is Pokemon Go Fair?"
I have yet to.
An old debate has recently resurfaced among the Pokemon Go fan base. Earlier this week, a Pokemon Go YouTube account called Trainer Tips, which is posted a 20-minute asking whether the game was fair to all trainers. This isn't exactly a new debate, but Nick, the guy who runs Trainer Tips, brought up the argument after participating in a Pikachu Outbreak festival in Yokohama, Japan. Not only did the event have special spawns, including Shiny Pikachu, people who attended had the first chance to capture Mewtwo weeks before anyone else could. So, is Pokemon Go fair?
No.
Not really. Not when you bring up Mewtwo.
Not sure. Not just being biased. Disclaimer. I don't know if we'll be able to get through this statement.
So here's no, Pokemon Go is not fair. If you live in a rural area, you already know the answer to whether Pokemon Go is fair to all players. The game is skewed towards players who live in dense urban areas, large concentration of Pokestops, gyms, and other players.
Who told your country has to be in the woods?
There you go. I say, just move your ass. Go travel. If you want to play the game, travel. That's the whole point of the game.
That is the whole point. That's a good point. The point is
Just
to
on the
travel.
west coast of Florida. And, oh shit.
That game people who don't want to be fat asses. If you want to be a fucking fat ass, then play Pokemon Picture on your Nintendo 64 at your house, fat bitch. You want to be fit and lean and look sexy like Team Rocket? Play Pokemon.
They are pretty slender.
I'm telling you, it's sexy too. You seen that bitch with the red hair? I don't know, bro, but she look chocolatious to me.
She does, actually.
I'm telling you, that the hoe from Alabama, I know her.
Does anyone talk about how Brock is just a sexual predator?
He is a sexual predator.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Brock.
Brock?
Brock, the guy with the.
The guy with the.
Well, how would you say? Well, how would you say?
Some Pokemon.
How do I
Yeah.
This guy.
I don't know.
You thought about talking about Brock Lesnar?
No, I didn't know who you were talking
Can you
about.
imagine Brock Lesnar being a Pokemon trainer?
Yo, he'd be like knocking out Machops.
He is a fucking Machamp. What the fuck? That's what he look
They
like.
said that guy runs
Champ.
out of control.
He's a joke.
They actually talked about him. He gets out of control.
I heard he would
So-
choke this Pikachu.
So the argument here is that certain regions aren't.
Right.
What? There's certain regions aren't getting the special events. That's what it is.
That depending on where you live is depending on what kind of Pokemon you get, how much Pokemon you get.
I
gyms,
feel,
trainers.
I feel like that's because look,
That's common sense. Like
in
look,
the
you
world
gotta
of
go to- you gotta
Pokemon,
go
you're
to
not
the
gonna
place
be
where
in the
they
middle
are,
of the
like
desert and find the fucking Gyarados. You know what I'm saying?
Like it's supposed to fit within your environment.
Yeah.
You go to the woods, you're gonna find Pokemon that live in the woods. You go to the water, you're gonna find Pokemon that live in the water. You know.
I
bugs,
feel like it's
forests.
tight work. If you want to catch different Pokemon, take your ass on a fucking
That's as
trip.
realistic as it gets. If you have all type of Pokemon spawning anywhere in the world, then you might as well just sit your ass at home and
Yeah,
just like
there
just
you go.
catch it just like that. You know.
Like right now, there's a Tentacool and a Ladybot in your living room.
Tentacool, you got Sunny Isles Beach right
What are
there.
you doing, bro?
Tell the crew, you got the pool, nigga.
Yeah.
You gotta get maintenance on that.
And you got a Magnemite. You got a Magnemite over here, man.
Magnemite, look, we got mics over here, all electronic devices. It makes sense for Magnemite to be.
There was lightning outside.
Yeah.
That's Thor, bro.
All right.
He trying to get that Infinity Stone.
I'll be playing. Let me stay up and go catch Magnum. Okay. Yep. Got him.
Got him.
All right.
My favorite Pokemon is Bola Nuts.
Walnuts.
My favorite one is.
What's that pickup line on a meme? It says something about
Make
make
it
you
up.
Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
Yeah, what? I forgot how that meme went. That's
There was a lot of.
There's a whole
Yeah.
But it was
It's literally a whole
specifically
paragraph of every Pokemon
Yeah,
name.
right?
I don't know what
Pokemon sexual innuendo.
Play that.
All right, well, that's it. That's all we got for today.
So far, episode 12.
Episode 12.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Wow.
As always, follow us on Spoon Fools on IG.
Spoon_.
It's gonna be right down here.
Right down there.
Like
Yes.
always.
Like always.
Right on the bottom.
But I'm gonna put it closer to Jay this time.
Goddamn! Party people.
There you go. As always,
Please like.
Share.
Subscribe.
We're going to episode 13.
Boy, you gotta do it.
Okay.